Hello and welcome to Joomla Skills. My name is Frank Spangler and I'll be your instructor for these video tutorials. One of the very first things that you will need to do as you set about to build your own website is acquire a domain name if you do not have one already. And some who are new to building websites might ask, well, what is a domain name? Well, you are probably already very familiar with domain names. It's what you type in at the very top of your browser each time you want to go search for a website. And every website that's built out there has an address so that you can find it. And if you want people to find your new website, you're going to have an address as well. And so that's what a domain name is. It's a web address. And you need to register this name and pay a little annual fee in order to maintain this name under your ownership. Now, where to go to do this? How do you register a domain name? Well, you can do it in many different places on the internet. Most host providers also allow you to search for the availability of a domain name and then also register one that you find is available. Maybe just some tips on where you might want to register this. First of all, you probably want to find a host provider out there that is reputable, that's been around for a number of years and is likely to stick around for a few more years. The second thing that some people like to recommend is that you should register your domain name at some place other than where you're going to host your site. And they reason that if something catastrophic should happen, or if your host goes bankrupt and they shut down their site, that at least you will not have also lost your register at the same time. And that might be good advice. So find yourself a reputable website and start searching for a name. One site that has a very good reputation on the internet for hosting and for registering domains is GoDaddy.com. And you'll see that their welcome splash screen is all about registering a new domain. Now, something that's very helpful is prior to actually going to a place like GoDaddy is to sit down with a piece of paper and do some brainstorming as to what you might like to call your domain. And you should probably come up with a number of variables because many of the ones that you would like are probably already spoken for. They're already taken. They're not available. So write down a list of maybe 10 ideas of what you might want to call your domain, and then head on over to a website like GoDaddy and start typing in your ideas and see if they're available. Now, for our tutorial session, we're going to actually create a kind of a fictitious website that's kind of a brochure site for a video production company. And the name of the company is called Vivid Media Productions. And so we're going to try and see if we can't find something that goes along with that name, Vivid Media. You could maybe even start with vivid.com and see if that would be available. That would be sweet. Try that. And right away we see that vivid.com is already taken. Now, you could take a look and see what other extensions are available. We see that .co is backordered. Looks like a lot of these are backordered. WS is available. Not sure what WS is kind of related to, so let's maybe try something else. Let's try vividmedia.com. See if that's available. And again, it's already taken. And you'll probably find this to be true, that anyenglishword.com is already registered. In fact, almost every combination of two English words.com have already been registered or spoken for. They may not be actual live sites, but somebody's gone out there and registered these domain names, hoping that somebody will someday want them and be willing to pay a premium price for them, and they're just kind of holding on to them. Let's maybe try 3 English words together and see how we do with that. Vivid Media Productions.com. Check the spelling. Try it out. And we're in luck. vividmediaproductions.com is available. And so if you're okay with a domain name that's just a little bit longer than some, then you're all set. Usually a 3-word combo of englishwords.com is often available. So at this point, all you'd need to do is get out your credit card and add this to your cart, sign up, check out, and you've got yourself a domain name. Now, I just might point out, if you are living outside of the United States, GoDaddy is probably going to ask you to verify your credit card. They'll probably call you or email you and ask you to scan in or take a photograph of your driver's license next to your credit card, just to verify that it's not a fraudulent attempt. This will be true for almost all of the internet providers in the United States. They're going to want to have some type of verification that you are who you say you are. So if you are living outside the United States and you are planning to follow along with our tutorials, what I might have you do is, rather than register your domain name with GoDaddy and have to verify yourself there, and then also verify yourself again with the host provider that we want you to go with for these lessons, let's just have you go directly to pacifichost.com. In, I think, our next tutorial, we'll talk a little bit more about Pacific Host and why we're recommending that people set up their temporary website there as we work along with these tutorials. But for now, let's just go ahead and register our domain, and it's just scroll down to the bottom there, and one of your options is register domain. And we can type in our choice again. And it says it's available. No one's purchased it within the last 5 minutes, so we're set to go. And we can add that to our cart and follow through with the checkout. And like I say, if you are living outside the U.S., you'll probably have to go through a verification process. After you have scanned your passport or your driver's license with them once, just to verify that you are who you say you are, then you will have set up an account with them, and you won't have to do that verification process any further as you continue to purchase products from Pacific Host. All right, so that's all you need to do to register a domain for your new website.